I'd like to play you a clip now. These are the words of Professor Nizam Mamode, a British surgeon who volunteered at a hospital in Gaza and shared eyewitness testimony with Parliament here in the UK. Take a look.
A bomb would drop, maybe on a crowded, tented area, and then the drones would come down and...
Please take your time. We're incredibly grateful that you're making the time to be here today.
The drones would come down and pick off civilians, children. And we had description after description. This is not, an occasional thing. This was day after day after day, operating on children who would say, I was lying on the ground after a bomb had dropped, and this quadcopter came down and hovered over me and shot me. And that's clearly a deliberate act. And I've worked in a number of conflict zones in different parts of the world. I was there at the time of the Rwandan genocide. I've never seen anything on this scale, ever.
Gillian, the blame is on Hamas. And there is a tragedy today in Gaza. No one can argue about that. But the blame is on the shoulders of Hamas, who started this fight.
But you heard what he said there, drones picking off children.
Let me finish. And I will be very happy if this distinguished committee will call to speak with the families of the hostages, to see what's happening to the hostages today in the dungeons of Gaza. Young girls being raped, young children who have been deprived from their families for more than a year. So it's tragedy on both sides. But the blame for the tragedy is not on us. It's on the shoulders of Hamas, who invaded Israel, attacked us, and today we are defending ourselves.
But Mr. Danone, you heard the eyewitness account there from that surgeon saying that drones were deliberately picking off children.
No, that's a lie. And I can tell you that. We will never target civilians. We will do everything in our power and knowledge to minimize civilian casualties. We have no intention.
The surgeon is lying.
I don't know if he's lying or not. I can tell you about what we are